Hi everybody and welcome to day 4. So today we're working on the acoustic treatments that you can see on the left wall behind me. These are a product that I chose from a company called Feltrite. It comes from websites, and there's a designer on there that you can kind of design your own pattern. I picked a pattern called Sector, and I modified it by adding some spaces, changed the colors, and then added a little bit more distance to it. I think the sector was like 10 feet, and I made mine like 16. So what I'm doing here is these are the felt tiles. There are gray, dark blue, and white. And I am adding 4 different, they're adhesive, like a 2-way tape style adhesive. It's more similar to like a command strip. It's actually removable to each of the tiles. So we've got kind of 4 squares on every single tile. This doesn't have to be perfect, but we're just going through and getting these stuck on. They offer 2 different adhesive strengths. This is the standard adhesive strength. They also have one that is called a semi-permanent that is designed for ceilings or maybe some textured walls that might be a little bit harder to stick to. So now I've got a printout of my pattern that I made on their website that I'm going to be using to get these installed. They also give you this spacer, which is the little triangle thing that you see me stick in there. It looks like a Y, and we're getting that stuck to the wall. What I'm doing is putting the spacer in, taking the tile, butting it up against, and just making sure that it's level either on the top or the bottom, just to try to keep my spacing as accurate as possible and to keep myself from running out. The tiles are not exactly identical to each other. I mean, they're very, very, very close, but they're not 100% perfect. So the level is allowing me to just make sure that my distances are good. When I got halfway down the wall, I kind of measured the bottom of one of the tiles and compared it to one of the ones that was at the beginning of the wall, just to make sure that I was at the same distance and that, I wasn't running out either up or down along the length of the wall. As you could see, these go on really fast. It took me about an hour to get this entire wall done, which is 13 feet in length. And then once I get to the other side of the wall, I kind of wrap it around the corner to make it just look more complete and butt it up against the window. All in, I think this was like 140 tiles in total, and I spent about $500 on the tiles in total. They are a little under an inch thick, and they are, like I mentioned, a hexagon. They do a good job of just dampening acoustics and making it so there isn't as much echo in this room. The room by itself is 13 by 12 by 10 foot high. It has hard ceilings and a carpet on the ground. So other than the carpet, there's really nothing else to deaden the sound in this room. The desk are hard materials, the blinds are hard materials, so I want to be able to be in meetings, I want to be able to be on the phone with customers, I want to be able to have it seem professional and not have a crazy echo. I'm doing voiceover work on this particular video right now from inside this room, and I want to make sure that there isn't a lot of echo on my microphone as I'm doing that. So we're just going to continue out the length of this wall. We're going to get this done, and then I will reveal the entire wall and what it looks like once it's finished up. So here's the wall completed. You can see it kind of wraps around the corner. I've got this weird gap between the edge and the window. I'm not sure if I'm going to add a couple more rows of tiles or not. Next, I'm going to get my blinds hung. These are from Select Blinds. I've talked about them in the past. I did Select Blinds for my garage as well. These are just a wooden blind that are adjustable, and they have strings on both sides. There is a mount that goes on the left, which I'm hanging right here. There is a mount that goes in the center that is a support, so we'll get that hung up next. We're holding the blinds in place to kind of get an idea where the center mount needs to go and get that all lined up. So here we are, mark our spot for our center hanger, pull that down. We're going to hang the center bracket right on the wall, and then once that's done, we can get our blinds hung and put them into their final position. Once these are done, there is a front valance. You can see it there leaning against the wall. It does have side caps as well, so we'll get those snapped in, get that put together, and get it hung into place. This secures with some plastic clips that just kind of go on the front of the metal housing on the blinds. And here we are, you can see the finished product. We'll attach our rod that allows us to adjust the front and back angle of the blinds themselves. And we will then remove the stickers that are on the bottom of it. I don't know why these stickers are paper and so difficult to remove, But a plastic scraper does the job and gets it off completely, and we had very little residue left behind. So you can see the blinds here in their lowered state, and I'm going to start building my speaker stands. These are Kanto speaker stands. These are the 26-inch height. They make two different versions, a 26 and a 32. I've done the 32 before on camera. I put them in my living room. These are the SP 26PL, and they are a black metal stand. So there's two Allen screws that kind of go in the bottom here and attach the center post to the foot. You can see the foot there. We'll get that tightened up with an Allen wrench, and then we'll stand this up and we'll put the caps on it. There are two different caps. There's one that has just a foam plate that a speaker can sit on. There's a different cap that has like mounting positions that you can use to screw to the bottom of Kanto or different speakers if you want to screw into the bottom of them. I don't want to screw into my speakers, so I'm just using the foam plates and I'm letting my speakers sit right on top of them. Then we're going to assemble the other stand here that goes the same as the first. Just get that mounted together, and it's a pretty easy 20 to 30 minute project to build these stands from scratch. They're excellent quality. They've got a good weight to them, and I really do like the fact that they have a cable routing path in the inside of them. You can see that the center of the post is hollow, and the speaker wires can route right through the middle of them, which is really, really nice. And they also have feet on the bottom of them, and those feet have the ability to either be spikes or a rounded foot, so they can sit on a hard surface without damaging it, or they can be spikes that sit on a carpet. So here I'm screwing those spikes in. There are 8 of each different type of foot, and they really just stay in place very, very well. We're attaching the top cap right now. We're going to kind of get everything all tightened up and finished up, and we will be good to go. So next for these, I'm just waiting on some speakers to arrive. I ordered a pair of Revel M16, so as soon as they arrive, we'll get those set up. Last on the agenda for today, we're going to be installing some different wheels on my desk chair. So this desk chair is an uplift vert, and the wheels I'm going to be using are Oasis. They are a rollerblade style wheel, and Oasis claims they are the originators of the rollerblade style wheel. These are a 3-inch wheel, and they're designed to roll on carpet without bunching up and without getting carpet fiber stuck in the bearings. So the old wheels pull off. The new wheels are just going to push into the same sockets that the old wheels were in. You can see the difference in size here. So we're just going to get that installed on all of the legs of the chair one at a time. Pretty quick installation. As we wrap this video up for today, I'm overall pretty happy with how the office has progressed. I'm still looking for a couple things like a floor lamp, some sort of chair for the corner that I can sit in to play video games or watch TV. I'm also looking for just some other furniture odds and ends that are going to go in the room, maybe a bookcase or something along those lines. So there will be a part 5 for this at least, maybe a part 6. So we'll tip this chair up, we'll try these wheels out, we'll see how they work, and I appreciate everybody who's watched along so far. So the wheels roll pretty well. They do take a little bit of effort to kind of get them to swing around in the direction that you need them to, but once they're pointing the direction that you want them to be in, they roll really, really well on the carpet. As you can see, the bearings are pretty far out of the carpet, even though this carpet's pretty thick, so I think they're a keeper. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.